All right, everybody. This is the next project that we're going to be working on, um, and it's called a cardboard favela. And I might not be saying that right, but favela. But these are the coolest things, and I think this is going to be really fun. So I'm just going to take you through this presentation introducing this project, and then I'll kind of talk about it at the end. So first of all, hopefully you guys watched the video about favelas and you were able to kind of learn the history of them. I was just looking through some pictures on the internet and I found this awesome picture of these kids. And this picture to me like totally embodies what this project is about, and the whole idea of beautiful chaos. Um, Favelas, it sounds like, I mean, they spring up in such an interesting way. And they kind of have these major extremes, like they said in the video of, horrible gang and drug problems, but also like super creative people, and which is just what happens when you have freedom. And so it's like this beautiful chaos that happens. So let's get into this a little bit. If you haven't seen the video, this is what a favela is. It's an amazing just collection of these houses that are just built without any zoning, without any city oversight, no government interference, and so people just like build them, and they blow my mind when I look at them to think that these are not just falling over all the time, and maybe they are, but people are living in them, and that's where they go to survive so that they can get the work that they need. And so if you look at them, they're just like a crazy collection of colors and textures and all these crazy things thrown together, which I just love. Just so interesting. You see all those water tanks up on top of the roofs, those blue water tanks that to allow the people to be able to have the water that they need. But they're all made out of different materials and just heck of fun to look at. So this is the kind of thing that we're going to be building. We're going to be doing a cardboard version of them. And what you guys are going to do is you're going to build your own little favela. And then I would like you to bring them in to the school, and just drop them off with your name on them, just so I can know whose is whose. And I'm going to take all the favelas that people have done and put them together into something like this, where they're all intertwined, they're interrelating. I love that the steps and the clotheslines and the water towers and stuff that you can see here, all just made out of cardboard and paper and sticks. Okay, and there's other things that you can use, and I'm going to show you a few of them. And this is another awesome view. I love the back of that. You can see there's a car in it, so you can take these pretty far. If you want to like create those like a balcony with a railing on it and really have fun with this, do shutters and all that kind of stuff, please do. That'll be really fun. Um, and then we're going to just take them. Once I get them all, I'm just going to start putting them together like this, glue them on top of each other, next to each other, in front, behind, and we're just going to have this really cool display. And one thing I love about this is that it just brings the whole idea of what it takes when people live together. We've had such a crazy time with this coronavirus, and people live together in a situation like this where they cannot social distance, they can't get away from each other, but we just find a way to make it work. And that's why I love this. Here's another cool one. I love this, looking at this, it's just so fun. I love the stairs, love all of that stuff. So really cool. You can be simple. I mean, like this one, it's pretty simple, but it's still got some good complexity to it. And you're just going to be using cardboard that you can find around your house, just old boxes, whatever you can, whatever you can find to use that's got the sizes that you need. When I put them together, I'm actually going to run some Christmas lights inside them, so that they'll be lit up, which I think will be really, really fun to add like this kind of a texture to it. So this is our project, guys. I'm just going to take a minute to go over now the specific instructions and what you need to do this. All right, so this is the score sheet that you would be picking up, the pink one that you'd be picking up in my room to hand in your your project, I just want to go through this with everyone. First of all, here, let's just go through the task. Your task is to create a decorative cardboard favela house. You need to make this house creative and interesting. That's a big one. It needs to be between 6 and 12 inches tall. So I don't want it to be more than 12 inches tall, just because we won't be able to fit them together, but between 6 and 12 inches tall. It needs to have decorative elements like doors, windows, window shutters, stairs, clotheslines. It also has to have at least one place where the corrugation layer of the cardboard is showing. And you guys, we did that a lot on the cardboard art, where you just cut and peeled off that top layer. So all of you should be really familiar with that. I want to have at least one spot where that's happening. If nowhere else, at least on the roof, because if you look at those favela houses, like the roofs all look like that corrugated tin or metal, So I think that would be awesome. I will be grading you on your own, but then we're going to, like I said, combine them together. So let's just look really fast at this criteria. Number one, the house demonstrates creativity in the overall design and use of the cardboard. Okay, so I'm just looking for creativity. Number two, the house meets the height requirements. Okay, and when you submit a picture, if you could just have like a ruler next to it so I can see how big it is, that would be great. Number three, the house has at least one door and 2 windows. Okay, so to get full points on this one, it's got to have at least 1 door and 2 windows. It can have a lot more, but at least that much. Number four, the house has decorative elements like window shutters, signs, clotheslines. I saw on one where somebody had like taken a Coca-Cola can and cut it up so that you could just see the Coke sign, and then glued that on the favela, so it just looks like a sign, like advertising for Coke. So you could do something like that. And then number five, it has to have at least one place where the top layer of cardboard is removed to show the corrugation layer. So those are the basics. As soon as you have this done, please once again take a picture of it and submit it through Canvas. We're going to spend 2 weeks doing this. So this will be due 2 weeks from today, whatever day that is. I'm not looking at a calendar, so look at that. I'll let you know as we get in closer to it. But have fun with this.